Well, hello, welcome. It's time for my top 10 albums of 2025. This is the year that I started to listen to more power metal, which I didn't really listen to that much before. Mostly I've for a long time listened to mainly like metalcore. I do listen to all kinds of stuff, pop and EDM and rock and hip hop and whatever. But you know, most of the albums that I listen to are metalcore albums. But so there's gonna be mostly that stuff. Yeah, maybe there's some power metal there too. But yeah, let's start. It was an interesting year with music. Maybe not the best year if talking about like whole albums. There were a lot of like very good songs, very good singles, but some of the albums just weren't that strong as albums. But let's start with number 10, A Day to Remember, Big Ol' Album, Volume 1. This is one of those that I was thinking, should I even put this to my list? As it's not like it's not the strongest album, but like most of the songs are good. There's not really any bad songs on this album, so that made the difference, and decided to put it in number 10. But yeah, not the strongest album as a whole, but very good songs, and then some good songs. I think this album represents some of that new way of making metalcore. I don't know if it's really that new, but something that's maybe not in the past wasn't like that normal to have plenty of people writing those songs. At least that's what I have understood. Most of these, let's take like make it make sense. Most of the writers on these songs are from the band, but then there's a few people outside of the band, and yeah, maybe that wasn't so common before. At least let's say the starting years of A Day to Remember. But yeah, I don't like that. Doesn't really bother me that much, because I just appreciate good music, and does it make it any worse if there's like 10 people writing that? Maybe it kinda takes away some of that sincerity that comes from just writing with your bandmates or just by yourself. But I do like making songs with people. So as long as they're actually making it together and not just it's not just trying to make ultimate hits and just honing like little things and sending it to a guy that knows this thing better, and he just that kind of takes away from the sincerity. Yeah, let's move to number 9, and that's The Devil Wears Prada, Flowers. Yeah, talking about having a lot of writers in your album. That was some of the criticism that I've heard online talking about this album. And yeah, I said that that kind of nitpicking, making something like trying to make like hits radio music didn't come through on the A Day to Remember album, but this could have been higher, this album on my list. But I gotta say that kind of radio writing comes through a little bit on this album. Yeah, but I can't deny the songs are very good and they have that earworm quality, and that kind of, you just want to listen to them on repeat. They're nice and short, nice hooks, and breakdowns are funny, albeit sometimes they kind of feel a bit forced, which is strange. Is that like a thing these days in radio music too, that you have to have those breakdowns, or are they like trying to please both audiences, then like radio listening people and their long-time fans with sticking those breakdowns in the songs? I don't know. But yeah, there's a lot of great writing on this album, so yeah, they've got a lot of good songwriters for this record, and it shows, because the songs are good. The hooks work very nice, but yeah, some of the sincerity is gone. That was like, it was their last album. It was so full of sincerity and real emotions, and that was my ultimate favorite album from that year for sure. But with this album, it could have been maybe even number one, if not for losing a bit of that sincerity. But yeah, good album anyways. Let's move to number 8, Adept, Blood Covenant. Yeah, I was very excited to see that Adept was back with a new song back when they released that new single. I enjoyed it very much, and I enjoyed this album very much too. Well, let's talk about the positives first. There's a lot of very good songwriting on this album, and I think these guys just write by themselves, but instead of thinking, I can check it out. Checking out the most popular song on this album, Heaven. There's only 2 writers on this album, Gustav and Robert, who are both band members. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool that they. I mean, these days, I think it's cool that they just stick with their own band members for writing song, and that definitely makes this album very, very sincere. The emotions come through on this album a lot. There's a lot of emotional songs, emotional lyrics, emotional melodies on this album. It's just, I think a very, very sincere album. That might be the theme of this year's albums, sincerity. That's what I always look for in media, in art, in all of that. Sincerity, and I want to hear and see in what I watch and what I listen to, that the people who make it are sincere about it, love it, and are passionate about it, and that comes through on this record. Very good songwriting, very sincere, very emotional, very good stuff. But The negatives, it's a bit repetitive. It's a bit samey. The songs. There's not a lot of difference. Not a lot of fluctuation between the songs. It's a lot of the same sound, a lot of the same patterns, and not a lot of diversity on this album. That's a bit of a negative for me when it comes to albums, because I mostly love albums that do have a lot of diversity, because that makes the listening a lot more fun, and because there's a lot of different things, and it keeps it fresh. But yeah, that's a bit of a negative on this album. And one thing also, the vocalist of Adept, it's a bit apparent in some of the parts where he sings very high that he might not be hitting those notes anymore, because it sounds very pitch corrected. And I don't mind pitch correction, but in some parts it's very apparent, and maybe he could try to sing a bit lower. He definitely has that same just pushing it with his vocals, that I heard him say that he doesn't want to warm up or anything like that, and I appreciate it. His screaming is very sincere. It's just very like raw emotions, so that I love that. But some of the clean singing is a bit drony sounding, if that makes sense. But overall, very good album. Let's move to album number 7, Balance Breach, Save Our Souls. Gotta have some Finnish stuff here also, but not just because it's Finnish, because it's a really, really good album. It's kind of that same thing with Adept. These guys are very like kind of classic metalcore. Not classic, but in my age, it's classic. Some of that vibe a lot on this album, but they don't only stick with that. There is a lot of variation on this album. They don't just repeat the same things. There's a lot of interesting songwriting tricks, and all of the songs are just really fun, and this album goes by really fast. Yeah, it's just 33 minutes long, but still that 33 minutes could feel like a long time if the songs were just samey, but there's enough variation to keep this album very fresh. It's just very, very impressed with these guys, keeping metalcore very fresh and interesting, heavy, melodic, all of that. These guys have all the elements nailed. Very, very enjoyable album. Moving on to album number 6, Vaasa palaa, sun traumojen soundtrack. More Finnish stuff. This is great album, and talking about variation, this album has so much variation, and I just love when musicians have fun with their music. They make these like, there's mostly like pretty serious songs, especially the topics on this album are very serious, but they have a fun way of making the songs sound very fun, and at times kind of goofy, but in a very good way. It's so entertaining listening to your first like, damn, this story he tells is quite sad and very serious, and then there's this funny thing musically immediately happening after that, and you just start laughing. It's just such a fun way to make music. Just have fun with your music, throw in like goofy elements there, and also the writing is not all the time very serious. There's these fun little parts where he just writes something super funny. Yeah, this is very entertaining album. Even if you don't understand Finnish, you should listen to this album. Just musically, it's just very entertaining. Moving on to something a bit different, not metal. Number 5 is Viagra Boys. Viagra Boys. I still love that album name. It's just so stupid. But these guys are the masters of funny but very cool music. Yeah, I still don't know really how to describe their musical style. It's somewhat punky, somewhat I don't even know what it is. It's just I don't want to say like art music. That sounds so fucking stupid. But there's a lot of like super interesting elements in their music. Yeah, just the whole album is such a fun listen. Sometimes I make the mistake of listening to this song in the gym, which is not the place probably to hype. You can't really hype yourself up with Viagra Boys music, but I'm just pumping, and then he immediately says something very stupid and funny, and I just bust out laughing while trying to work out. Don't listen to Viagra Boys in the gym. That's a mistake. But yeah, they're not just funny with the songwriting. There's these things in the lyrics that actually make you think about the world and the state of everything, humanity, all of that, culture. But also musically, there's a lot of catchy hooks in their music. Very interesting songwriting, and yeah, it's a very good album. It's a very good album. If you haven't listened to Viagra Boys, you should listen to them. Don't take them with the face value of being just goofy music. They know how to make very good music. Next one, number 4, might not be a surprise for metalcore people, but Sleep Token, even in Arcadia. Sleep Token just knows how to make music. I can't deny how interesting this album sounds. All the songwriting it's catchy, it's interesting. It just hits all the marks. It's just very good album, very good songwriting, very good production. I admire them doing for like something super poppy. It just sounds like a pop song, and then they move to a metal style, and it sounds very metal. And then they fuse those pop vocals in that metal, and it still sounds perfect. So the production, the mixing, all of that is top notch. It couldn't be any better. It's all just very enjoyable to listen to. Yeah, and even though there's like there's a bit of a trickery in a songwriting, doing like bit of a proggy things. It doesn't sound insincere or pushing it. It just sounds very thought out, very sincere. Yeah, it's a good album. Don't be a hater. Listen to Sleep Tokens, even in Arcadia. Moving on to number 3. This is the top 3 now. This might surprise you after Sleep Token being number 4. We are moving on to another sleep band, Sleep Theory, Afterglow. Yeah, I put this higher than Sleep Token. That might be a hot take, but I think this is just more of my style of music. Just very, very easy to listen to. Very fun songwriting, very good hooks. Yeah, it's just such a fun album. Yeah, these guys, this is their debut album, I think. But their music just sounds like they've been around for a long time, because it's just very, very honed. Just such like mastery of songwriting, their music. Just there is not a bad song on this album. It's very, like, this is 40 minutes long, this album too, but this just flies by, from song number 1 to song number 12. Yeah, just and the hooks don't end. They never end. They just, from first song to last song, the hooks just keep coming. Yeah, and they mostly it's just mostly it's like pop metal, clean singing, and you know, simple chord playing in guitar, and you know, keeping it simple, mainly about vocals, this music. But there's really metal songs on this album. Very, you know, you can headbang to these songs, you can mosh, you can do it all. It's just a very, very enjoyable album. So it definitely should be in my number 3. Moving on to number 2, and that is Sabaton's Legends. This is the year that I was introduced to this great band, Sabaton. I've heard of Sabaton, but surprisingly, I've never went out of my way to listen to their music. So it was in like autumn, in the fall this year, that I noticed in YouTube, in recommendations, there was a Sabaton song, but it was featuring Nothing More, a band that I like very much, and I listened to them a fair bit. So I was very interested, because I knew Sabaton and that they play power metal, and I was like, Nothing More, they're metalcore, Sabaton is power metal. That sounds fascinating, and I just figured out, why the hell not check out that song. And that was the beginning of the end for me. I was blown away with the songwriting in that song, the riffs, the melodies, all of that, the production. It was just so tight. And yeah, then I just started to check out more Sabaton songs, because I got a lot of comments. I made a video for that, song that I checked out, Crossing the Rubicon, and yeah, the comments just blew up. There was so much recommendations to check out all kinds of Sabaton songs. So for a few months I've been checking out so much Sabaton, but I've been loving it. It has been so much fun to getting know this band, and yeah, these guys are just so good songwriters. There has been like member changes in this band, but the quality has never went away. Just yeah. Well, let's talk about this album. I'm talking about diversity. This album is very, very diverse. Even though Sabaton is mostly categorized as power metal, I think they're mostly like maybe the best way to describe them is heavy metal, but they have their own flair with their music. It's like best way, maybe we should make a own genre name for Sabaton, call it epic metal, because that's what like almost every song on this album delivers, that feeling of epicness. They just know how to make chord structures, melodies, all of that to deliver that vibe of epicness, and it just goes through from song number 1 to song number 11. The feeling of epicness continues and remains. Yeah, it's just a very, very enjoyable album to listen to as a whole. Not a boring song on this album. Some songs better than some, but as a whole album, it just all works together, and that makes the difference, and that makes it the album number 2 on my top 10 list. Yeah, if you haven't listened to this album, listen to it. If you are a metalcore fan, it's time to check out some power metal, because this album, if nothing, will make you a power metal fan. Yeah, it's just so good songwriting, such fun tricks that they know how to, after all these years, to put in their music. Very good stuff. And finally, album number 1, Architects, The Sky, the Earth, and All Between. Well, I just immediately knew when this album was released that, I mean, this is gonna be hard to beat, this album. I've been listening to this album so many times because this album is just so addictive. There's so many hooks that they just suck you in. They're just so good at making catchy hooks, this band, and just making interesting, very, very interesting metal music. Yeah, the first song and the last song on this album are some of the best songs this year. They just have that, the songwriting is so phenomenal, and the like creativity, it's on this whole album. It's just so creative. There's so many different styles on this album, but it's all metal. There's some more poppy songs, but it all works as a metal album. Very addictive album. I can't get enough of this album. The songwriting is insane. I made a review of this album on my channel if you want to hear me talk about even more about this album and how good it is. So go watch that. But you know, too long didn't read. I love this album. It's good. The songwriting is phenomenal. The creativity is out of this world. Yeah, and this song just it just emanates that kind of having fun with your music, and yeah, and the sincerity is there too. This album has it all. But yeah, that's my top 10 list of my favorite albums this year. Let me know in the comments what is your list. I'm very interested to hear your thoughts. Yeah, maybe next year there will be a lot more power metal in my list, but we'll see. We'll see. Next year is next year. This year was very good in music, but I hope next year will be even better. We'll see if Trivium releases this album, maybe. One more thing, I'd appreciate if you hit that like button and consider subscribing if you like this type of content. I make other type of content as well. So check out my channel if you want to see what else I make. But yeah, that's it for now. Thank you so much for watching, and let's keep listening to music. Bye.